Hello and welcome to this set of videos where we're going to look at getting a nice, clear, coherent marking strategy in place using Microsoft Teams and OneNote class notebook. So when a lot of schools first move to Microsoft 365, there can be some confusion in the way that we use class notebook and its relationship with Teams, and these couple of videos will demystify that for you. We're going to break those down into 3 videos. The first video will be from the teacher's perspective to set an assignment in a class notebook, and then the second video will be what the student will see and how we hand that back in, and then finally the last video will show the teacher grading that work and creating the grade book, and obviously that sort of leads into the Teams insights as well later on down the line. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are in a standard class team with the familiar headings of class notebook, class work, assignments, grades, reflects, and so on down the left hand side. So first of all, let's go and check that our class notebook is in a healthy place for us to create an assignment from class notebook and send it to our students. So I'm going to do everything today in the web version. So remember, this can be on any device and any browser. So let's take a look at the class notebook structure. So we're going to hit the navigation button, and we can see here we've got our standard headings: collaboration space, content library, teacher only section, and our students. If we open up a student workbook, we can see that in the student workbook we have sections for homework, class notes, and resources. Now, the reason why I've put a homework section in there is because this is going to be the destination of our students' homework. So we'll see that when we do the assignment process in a few moments. And as you can see, those folders have been distributed, so every student has the same folders in their workbook. So that is ready to go. We'll just check my teacher only section. So here is where I've got my resources, and there is an embedded video on a page there. I've got a worksheet which I could then distribute to my students during the lesson, and of course I've got my homework module lined up, ready to go. So my class notebook is in a good place that I can create a resource, I can send that resource to the students as a homework, they can fill it in, and I can then mark it. So we're now going to go to assignments. We're going to choose create and new assignment, and we'll just drop in a title. Now in the instructions, I'm going to start typing the instructions for the homework itself, but while I'm typing those instructions, just look down here. Now, as you can see, I've typed in a single sentence, but now I have got this AI helper which can allow me to give more detail to the student. So I'm going to choose add detail, and as you can see there, it's now based on that one line of text that I put in there. It's created a great workflow, giving the students a lot more information based on what I have stated to start the process with. So the single line of text that I have typed in here has allowed AI to fill it out with a lot more detail, giving the student a lot better assistance and better workflow there. So I'm going to choose keep it. I'm going to add a bit of sparkle just to put a bit of fun towards that as well, and you will now see that we should have some strategic emojis placed in the document. There we go. Going to keep that as well. And now I'm going to fill in the rest of the assignments sheet. So we are going to make sure that the students get a notification in their calendar. We're going to post the notifications about this assignment to the general channel for the class here. We're also going to drop in a hard stop because we don't want people handing in later than the due date. We've got a time. We can check that we are sending this to the right class. If I was teaching more than one class, I could use this assignment across multiple classes. Going to go to all the students in the current class. We do have an option to add a rubric, but we'll come back to that in a later video. And now I'm going to add my points score for this assignment. And then finally, I'm going to add a reflect check-in to make sure that my students are happy with the assignment that they've handed in and how they're feeling about it. So a bit of a social, emotional learning check-in there. We're now going to go down to the bottom. We are going to now choose attach. So remember, we're keeping this homework assignment within the class notebook. We're not saying drop us a PowerPoint, drop us a Word document, drop us something else. We are keeping it all within the class notebook. So I'm going to go to class notebook. I'm going to go to my teacher only section, and I'm going to go to my homework section. And here I'll find my module 1 unit, which is my 3 questions that I want them to complete for their homework. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to look at the page preview. Going to make sure that's the right page. Obviously it's the only page I've got here, so I'm going to choose next. And now I need to file this in a destination for the student, so it's going to go in their homework folder. That's why I created the student workbooks with these folders in there. Going to choose attach. Going to check this out in the student view. There we go, 100 points possible. Here's a great workflow with those lovely emojis, and down at the bottom is a OneNote page for them to work on. So let's go back. We're happy with all of that, and we're going to choose assign. There we go. So we have now set an assignment from a homework page, which is in my teacher only section, and we have distributed that to every student in the class. Let's go and check out in the next video what the student sees, complete that homework, and hand that back in, keeping everything still within OneNote class notebook.